Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sweet Pieces by me. And I just wanted to show you guys a video. I've seen these baskets. I know Easter is over, but you may have this paper and this is such a cute project for just having a cute little basket for treats. I wanted to show you some of the ones I've already made, and I've been having a lot of fun with this. You only need an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, so a regular size piece of cardstock. And when you cut that cardstock, you cut off when it's, sorry, I already cut it. So, but when you cut it, let's say this is the full sheet right here, and there's this piece up here, which, ta-da, okay, looks like this. The first cut you're going to make is 1 inch off the side. This is going to become the handle. So this 1 inch piece, you set it aside. Then you have these two, and you're just going to turn your cardstock and cut it to 7.5. And you'll be left with this piece, which is 7.5 by 7.5. So 7.5, 7.5. Then you just need 4 pieces of 2.25 by 2.25 designer series paper. That's for the 2 squares on both sides of the basket. So that's all you need to make that. And I'm going to show you how we do it. So I just made the designer paper is the same on both sides, but I just made 4 different ones. You can see how for this one, the handle, I used DSP. For these other ones, I used cardstock, and this one I used a different color cardstock so I can get some contrast. I had some old Stampin' Up! Brads that matched because they were pool party, but I also had some, I think this is old olive one, and then I had some from a different brand that happened to match really good. So for this one, I will need to grab some brads. I forgot to grab those, but I already got started. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to score it, which I already did as well. You're gonna wanna score it. Let me go ahead and write it here. So you're gonna score at 2.5 inches by, 2.5 inches and 5 inches. And then turn 90 degrees, and then score 2.5 and 5 inches again. Okay, and I can show you because I know some people are visual like I am, so I'm going to show you even though I already scored it. I'll do it again. See what, okay, so 2.5, so you've got this is 7.5 by 7.5. okay, so you're going to score it find 2.5, and make sure you're using the score blade, which is the gray one. It has the dot on it. It's not going to cut it. I totally cut it earlier, and I was like, really? Because the other blade is right here. So it's the light gray blade for the score. Then move it over to 5. Score it again. Okay. Now when I say 90 degrees, you just turn it 1 time. It's 90 degrees. Find 2.5, score it, and then find 5, put this edge at 5, and score it, okay? So now you have a box here that has 9 quadrants, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, okay? This is where your designer paper comes in. So I've already cut 4 squares that are 2.25 by 2.25 each, and you're going to put them in each of the corners, okay, and just try to get that as even as you can. If it's a little off, no one's going to notice, tiny bit. So I just leave a little border on each side. Okay, take off my glasses for this part and really get in here so I can see. Okay, then, so you've got your designer paper in each corner. Then you find your bone folder in the disaster. It's probably At least I have a disaster on my desk. I'm sure it's under this big pile of cardstock and papers that I have over here on this side. Okay, so then you want to burnish the folds, the score marks. Okay, so just fold it, burnish it. Same with these ones. Fold it, burnish. And this is your bone folder, which makes a really nice crease. And just make sure we got all of those creased. Okay. Then, now, this may matter to you. If you're using designer paper that's going 2 different directions, you're going to want to pay attention to this part, because I don't want my stripes going sideways. I want them to go vertical. Okay, I don't want them to go horizontal. I want them to go vertical. And yeah, okay. So this is where why you would pay attention. If you want them to go this way, then this is how you're going to cut it, up this way. But I want them to be vertical, so I'm going to cut these 2 score lines. Okay, so now I have 3 flaps. Then I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, all right. Now you're ready to put the basket together. So I've got this side, and I'm going to just pull these up together until they cover this flap here, because if you just do it like this, you'll see part of this flap. So I do it just so I have it covered. Okay, and then you're gonna take your, I use the pick tool. I always want to say you pick 2, like Panera. You pick 2 tool. No, it's the pick tool. There's different tips, and I love the paper piercer tip. So without poking your finger, you're going to find approximately the center and try to make a hole. Now, you're going through 3 pieces of cardstock, so if you just poke one, it's fine. I managed to get it pretty much through, but not like all the way through on this, and that's all you need. Then you grab your handle, cover that hole so it goes past the hole about a ½ inch or so, and then you're gonna poke, make sure it's kind of straight in this area in between this V, and you're gonna poke that one. Now, if you manage to get it through all of them, great. If you don't, at this point, take it apart, find your little mat for paper piercing, and go ahead and poke your tool all the way through each hole that you just made. It's a little bit better. Now, an easy way to do the handle is just kind of fold it over. Try not to crease it though, because we want that nice bend, and put that hole in that same spot. Okay, and then I didn't grab a brad. I'm sorry, hold please. I don't have them far away, but I completely forgot. I had the blue ones, and I'm not doing blue. So I'm gonna grab my brads real quick. I have a tray of brads. These were all the rage 10, 15 years ago. So you probably have a collection like I do. I have a lot of brads, and some of these are not Stampin' Up, but which is great because I can use some of these up. So I'm just gonna find a couple of light pink ones. They're pretty close. All right, so now you want to put those back. Try to make sure your hole is, you can see the paper, the hole through the papers when you stack them. And find this one, okay? And if you have to do one at a time, you can totally just put your brad through one at a time. I don't know why, sometimes I have such a hard time with these brads. if the two brads are not close together. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a couple at a time here because it's not going through. So here's one at a time. So put it through one. Okay, then put it through your other one. Also, this little part is, they're kind of separated. Makes it hard to go through the hole. Okay, then find the back one. Okay. All right. Then we can put the handle on. That pink doesn't quite match, but it's okay. And then open your brad. I don't like this part. Ouch. I just poked my fingers. Okay. And you got one side of your basket done. Yay. And you do the exact same thing. I really like this because you don't have to use adhesive and you don't have adhesive stuck anywhere. You could use it to reinforce it if you wanted to. I have made several of these. I don't think it matters. Again, you want it just enough to cover that, the back piece, this square piece, okay? And nice little V right here. So if you want it more up like this, you can, certainly. Get a little different look there, but I like it this way. Okay, find that center-ish. And like I said, be careful. Don't put your finger behind there because that will hurt. Okay, I think I got it, but it didn't quite go all the way. So just gonna try not to bend your paper all up when you poke it. It's kind of hard. Okay, got the other brad. And I'm just gonna do one at a time. Pattern paper, and then the back piece, and then your other side of your handle. Ugh. It's hard for me to see. I think I need bifocals. I'm getting to that age. Okay. Then open up your brad so it will stay, and there you go. Cute little basket for some goodies. You can put some tea in there, a little hot cocoa packet. You don't have to use it as an Easter basket. It's just a cute little treat holder, really. I'm doing Easter bunko with my peeps, even though Easter has passed. It hasn't passed that long ago, but I'm gonna put some parchment paper in there. I'm actually gonna make a little, I think, a Rice Krispie nest. I saw these are really cute. And then you dye coconut light green, and once that's dry, you put the little coconut shreds in the nest and put 3 little chocolate eggs. And Hershey's has those little chocolate eggs, and you put those in the little basket. So that's going to be their little dessert treat from me in a cute little basket. All right, guys, I will link below the description for this video and the products that I've used here, and if you have any questions, let me know. I've said previously, as soon as I hit 200 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I will also be drawing and picking a name from one of my subscribers to receive a box of goodies. When I organized and cleaned my craft room, I came across a lot of fun Stampin' goodies that I would love to give away. So comment on my video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys, and happy belated Easter.